In 2022, one of our third-party vendors suffered a business email compromise. And because of this email compromise, they were unfortunately able to reroute some goods from one of our customers in the South to a different warehouse out in Atlanta. At the time, I called our private sector coordinator to ask for help in recovering the goods.
I reached out to a Tennessee highway patrolman who is a task force officer in the FBI office there here in Nashville. His expertise is actually cargo theft. And so between the two of us sitting in a conference room for about the next 12 hours, we were able to determine that the goods were going to be shipped to Gambia, Africa, and that they were currently at a warehouse outside of Atlanta, Georgia. We were able to reach out to FBI Atlanta, who put us in touch with a local sheriff's department. They got a warrant for the warehouse, and by that Friday evening, the goods were recovered.
By reaching out to law enforcement quickly and swiftly, we were able to recover those goods and get them back to our customer in a timely manner. Having a good relationship with the FBI is invaluable because when an incident occurs, regardless of size, you have that open line of communication already established and ready to go.
It felt like a TV show. It's like, start to finish, 12 hours, the case is over, here's your goods.
Something like this helps build an immense amount of trust between the government and the private sector.
You can be a Fortune 500 company, you can be a small company. It doesn't matter. The adversary is looking for your data. Even if you're a small company, reach out to the FBI. Through our cyber agents, our counterintelligence agents, we can help you respond to the incident and help your company restore and get back to running again.
So L3Harris, like any company, is not immune to potential fraud, embezzlement. When you do put personnel in a position of trust, there is that placement and access. Unfortunately, we had a person that did violate that trust. Because of the partnership with the FBI, we were able to quickly mitigate that by making a phone call to the FBI, seizing those funds, and recovering 100% of the assets that were embezzled by this former employee.
So when I got the call that they had identified an employee who they believed was embezzling money, I contacted the local FBI satellite office, had a case agent assigned to it, and then organized a series of conference calls with L3Harris and the case agent so that they could open up an investigation and take the appropriate action. They were able to recover the funds that the employee had stolen and resulted in a successful prosecution, a guilty plea by that employee.
So it was very important, right, that I already had that phone number in the Rolodex. It was ready to go. It was a relationship that had already been established. As soon as you understand that there may be an issue, call the FBI. It might just be a conversation or it might be something important.
UPS experienced a rash of catalytic converter thefts across the United States. And with that, it was multi-jurisdictional. It was a very big deal across state lines. It impacted our service, our customers, our people. We understood that we needed to engage FBI.
Kelly contacted me about the catalytic converter theft. I made contact with the major crime theft unit at headquarters. We established exactly what the threat is. And over time, we've identified some major crime groups to mitigate the catalytic converter thefts.
We recognized the need to have a federal law enforcement agency assist us, and that was the FBI.
The FBI's mission is to protect the American people and American businesses. We're here to help mitigate those threats that you see and risks to make your company thrive in the future.
Our partnerships with Bridgestone, L3Harris, and UPS are just a few examples of how private sector coordinators lead field office engagement with private industry. Our PSCs further the FBI's mission by extending resources, providing expertise, and mitigating threats to businesses across the United States. Knowing who to connect with is essential to ensuring a timely and efficient response.